Today we're going to talk about using ratios to convert our measurement units. So, start off, objects can be measured using either the customary system or the metric system. We can measure length, mass, and capacity. We can also convert the measurements within a system. So, let's go into customary and metric just a little more. A customary system is the system of measurement we use in the United States. It includes feet, inches, pounds, and measurements like that. The metric system is a system of measurement used in most other parts of the world, other than the U.S. These are based on powers of 10, so 100 and tens and thousands. This consists of meters, centimeters, grams, liters, other measurements like that. So, example A, which is longer, 5 feet or 58 inches? So the first thing we need to do is write the ratio for feet to inches. Now, you can use your charts that I gave you to help you with this. We can use a ratio to convert the measurement units. So we would need to write the ratio or measure it equivalent of 1 foot equals 12 inches. So we would write that as a fraction ratio, 1 foot over 12 inches. Step 2 is we write an equivalent ratio to show the number of inches in 2 feet. So we're going to multiply both terms of the ratio by 2. So we have our 1 foot over 12 inches. We multiply top and bottom by 2, which shows us that we get 2 over 24, or 2 feet equals 24 inches. Step 3, we continue writing equivalent ratios until the number of inches is 58 or greater. So we can start by multiplying both terms by the ratio by 3. So 1 foot over 12 inches times 3 on top and bottom, we get 3 feet equals 36 inches. Then if we multiply it by 4, we get 4 feet equals 48 inches. And then if we multiply both by 5, we get 5 feet equals 60 inches. So step 4, now we can compare. We know that 5 feet equals 60 inches. 60 inches is greater than 58 inches, so that means that 5 feet is greater than 58 inches. Example B. How many quarts are in 3 gallons? So our first step is we write the ratio of quarts to gallons. Using the measurement equivalents, 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. So we write that as a ratio and put 4 quarts over 1 gallon. Step 2, we're going to write an equivalent ratio to show how many quarts there are in 3 gallons. So we set up an equivalent ratio with our missing value like we've practiced before. So we have 4 quarts over 1 gallon is equal to some number of quarts over 3 gallons. Step 3, now we want to compare the known numbers. We know both denominators. So we need to think, how do I get from 1 to 3? In this case, we multiply 1 by 3 to get to 3. So in step 4, we need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by that number. So I multiply 1 by 3 to get 3 on the bottom, so I do the same thing to the top. And I multiply 4 quarts times 3. 4 times 3 gives me 12. So then I know that there are 12 quarts in 3 gallons. Now I want you to try. How many pints are in 3 quarts? Take a minute, stop the video, and figure it out, and then press play to check your answer. Okay, so first thing we need to do is set up our equivalent ratio. So I know that there are 2 pints and 1 quart. My question is asking me how many pints are in 3 quarts. So I set up my equivalent ratio with my missing value. I want to know how many pints are then in 3 quarts. So your equivalent ratio will look like this. So then I have to think, how do I get from 1 to 3? Because I know my bottom components. Well, in this case, I have to multiply it times 3 to get to 3. So if I multiply the bottom times 3, I do the same thing to the top. So I'd multiply it times 3. Then I can look. 2 times 3 gives me what? It gives me 6. So I know there are 6 pints and 3 quarts.